Have you ever wondered how the company behind the mind-blowing ChatGPT went from a small, idealistic nonprofit to a multi-billion-dollar AI powerhouse? The story of OpenAI is more dramatic and fascinating than you might think. It's a tale of ambition, big money, and a fundamental shift in the mission to build artificial general intelligence. It all started back in 2015. A group of Silicon Valley's brightest stars, including Elon Musk and Sam Altman, came together with a noble goal. They were worried that corporations driven by profit might develop super-intelligent AI without considering the safety of humanity. So they founded OpenAI as a non-profit research lab. Their mission? To ensure that artificial general intelligence, or GI, would benefit all of humanity, not just a select few. They pledged to be open, to share their research, and to prioritize safety above all else. This was a radical idea in the competitive world of tech. They attracted top talent with this vision, promising a research-focused environment free from the pressures of commercial products. For the first few years, they made steady progress, publishing influential papers and developing impressive models. But they soon ran into a massive roadblock. Building advanced AI is incredibly expensive. We're talking about astronomical costs for computing power and attracting the best researchers in the world. The initial $1 billion pledge from its founders sounded like a lot, but in the world of cutting-edge AI, it was burning up fast. By 2018, they realized the nonprofit model just was unsustainable if they wanted to keep up with giants like Google and Meta. They were at a crossroads. Stick to their original principles and risk falling behind, or pivot to survive and continue their mission. This is where the story takes a dramatic turn. In 2019, OpenAI announced a major restructuring. They created a new entity called OpenAI LP, a capped profit company. This was a hybrid model, designed to attract massive investment while still being guided by the original nonprofit's mission. The cap meant that investors could get a return on their investment, but only up to a certain limit, initially 100 times their investment. Anything beyond that would go back to the nonprofit. Sam Altman, who became the CEO, argued this was the only way to get the resources they needed to achieve AI safely. This move was controversial. Some, including Elon Musk, who had since departed, felt it was a betrayal of the original mission. Was OpenAI selling its soul for funding? The new structure worked. Soon after, Microsoft swooped in with a $1 billion investment. This was just the beginning of a deep partnership that would give OpenAI access to Microsoft's vast Azure cloud computing platform, the supercomputer they needed to train ever larger models. This partnership was a game changer. It provided the fuel for the rocket ship that was about to take off. With Microsoft's backing, OpenAI's research went into overdrive. They began developing the GPT series of models, each one significantly more powerful than the last. GPT-2 was so good at generating text that, initially, they were hesitant to release the full version, fearing it could be misused for creating fake news. This was the first real taste the public got of just how powerful this technology was becoming. Then came GPT-3. Released in 2020, it was a quantum leap. With 175 billion parameters, it could write poetry, translate languages, and generate code with astonishing fluency. It wasn't just an improvement. It was a paradigm shift. For the first time, an AI model felt creative. OpenAI kept access to GPT-3 Limited through an API, allowing developers to build applications on top of it. This was their first major step into commercialization, and it was a huge success. Companies started building amazing tools powered by GPT-3, and the revenue started to flow, proving their capped profit model could work. This was the moment OpenAI truly transitioned from a research lab into a product-focused company. The world wasn't ready for what came next. In November 2022, OpenAI released ChatGPT. They took their incredibly powerful GPT 3.5 model and fine-tuned it for conversation, wrapping it in a simple, free-to-use chat interface. The result was an explosion. ChatGPT became the fastest-growing consumer application in history, reaching 100 million users in just 2 months. It was a viral phenomenon. Suddenly, everyone was talking about AI, students were using it for homework, professionals for drafting emails, and developers for writing code. ChatGPT didn't just showcase powerful technology. It made AI accessible and useful to the average person. It was a masterstroke of product strategy. This massive success caught the attention of the entire world, including Microsoft, who decided to double down, or rather multiply down. In early 2023, Microsoft announced a multi-year, multi-billion-dollar investment, reportedly around $10 billion. This solidified OpenAI's position at the top of the AI world and integrated its technology deeply into Microsoft products like Bing and Office. OpenAI had become a tech giant in its own right, valued at tens of billions of dollars. They had achieved the resources they needed, but it came with new questions. How much influence did Microsoft now have? Was the original mission of benefiting all of humanity still the top priority? Or was the pressure to deliver returns for their biggest investor taking over? The tension between the company's nonprofit roots and its for-profit reality came to a head in November 2023, with the shocking and sudden firing of CEO Sam Altman by the board. The board, which still operated under the nonprofit's mandate to ensure safety, reportedly had concerns about the pace of commercialization and Altman's leadership. What followed was 5 days of chaos. Employees threatened to quit en masse, investors were furious, and the tech world watched in disbelief. In a stunning reversal, Altman was reinstated as CEO, and the board was restructured. This crisis laid bare the fundamental conflict at the heart of OpenAI, the clash between the mission to safely develop AI and the immense pressures of running a multi-billion-dollar corporation. So, where does that leave OpenAI today? It's a company that has fundamentally changed our world. It went from a nonprofit with a dream to a corporate giant that powers the AI revolution. Its journey reflects the central debate in AI development. How do we balance rapid progress and commercial success with safety and ethics? The story of OpenAI is far from over. As they continue to push the boundaries of what's possible with models like GPT-4 and beyond, they carry the weight of their original mission and the expectations of a world they've helped to transform. The path they took was unconventional and controversial, but there's no denying its impact. They successfully secured the resources to build world-changing technology, but the challenge of ensuring it truly benefits all of humanity is just beginning. Thank you so much for watching. The world of AI is changing fast, and we'll be here to break it all down for you. If you found this story fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our future. Let me know in the comments what you think about OpenAI's journey. See you in the next video.